Welcome to San Diego, California, America's classiest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to witness one of the best moments of bowl season each and every year, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona Wildcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mustangs offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Using his legs, it's Harden. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Caught over the middle, it's Maryland. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half, you're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Olsen. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Touchdown, Arizona! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Takes the handoff, it's Harden. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. It's Maryland. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Good enough for a first down.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Right on the money. What a cut. Now he's loose. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. On the move. It's Harden. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. Across the 25, he's got room. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Give to the running back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gets it out quickly. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Mustangs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
It's now third and goal.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, SMU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The pull and throw off the RPO. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Red pass, it's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Fafita. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.